This is the story of how a simple farm boy accidentally opened the gates of a forgotten war, a war between humans and giants. It begins on a quiet night when young Jack listens to the old legend, the story of monks who created magical beans to reach the heavens and giants who came down from the clouds, bringing terror with them. And even though the giants were defeated long ago, the fear remained, hidden, waiting. Years pass. Jack grows up poor, restless and curious. Princess Isabelle grows up royal, adventurous and equally restless. Two different lives, heading toward the same destiny. One day, Jack is sent to market to sell his father's old horse. But instead of money, he comes home with a bag of beans. Not just ordinary beans, sacred relics, the monk says. Beans that must never touch water. Jack doesn't fully understand, but he takes them anyway. Meanwhile, far from the palace, Princess Isabelle is tired of rules, tired of guards, tired of being treated like a delicate flower. So she travels secretly, searching for freedom, and fate leads her straight to Jack's humble home. That same night, a storm breaks. Isabelle seeks shelter. Jack lets her in. Their worlds meet. Their destinies lock. Then, the impossible happens. A single raindrop falls onto one of the beans, just one, and the ground beneath them begins to tremble. The house shakes, wood cracks, the floor splits open, and a massive beanstalk erupts, tearing through Jack's home and launching Princess Isabelle into the sky. Jack barely escapes the colossal surge of vines, but Isabelle is carried upward, swallowed by the clouds. At the palace, the king panics. Isabelle is missing. Only one thing could have taken her. The legend wasn't a story, it was a warning. A rescue team is formed, with Jack joining them, and leading the mission is Elmont, the kingdom's finest soldier. With him is Roderick, the king's advisor, a man with secrets darker than the clouds above. They climb the towering beanstalk, rising higher and higher until the world below disappears. At the top, they find a land forgotten by time, giant country. A place filled with bones of ancient battles and echoes of a war humans tried to erase from history. But the giants aren't dead. They aren't sleeping. They're watching. Isabelle is alive, held captive by the massive, foul-smelling giants who roam this world. And somewhere in the shadows, the most dangerous of them all, the two-headed giant leader, Fallon, sneers as he senses human presence for the first time in centuries. Meanwhile, Roderick shows his true colors. He carries the legendary crown forged from a giant's heart, a crown that grants control over all giants. He plans to enslave them and take over the kingdom, but greed never ends well. The giants betray him. Fallon kills him. And now the crown falls into the wrong hands, Fallon's massive, monstrous hands. Jack, Elmont, and Isabelle run through the forest of giant roots, chased by creatures big enough to crush houses. Every step shakes the ground. Every breath feels like a countdown. Fallon gathers his army. The giants hunger for revenge, for war, for the kingdom they once tried to destroy. Jack and Isabelle race to escape. They reach the beanstalk. They're almost safe, but Fallon is right behind them. A giant hand grabs the vines. The whole stalk trembles. If Fallon reaches the bottom, the kingdom will fall. Jack looks down, far down. He has one chance. He cuts the beanstalk. It snaps. The entire structure collapses. Fallon falls from the sky like a meteor, crashing into the earth with a thunderous impact. Peace returns, or so they think, because one piece of the crown survives. And Fallon isn't finished. His spirit rises. His fury grows, and his army follows him through a hidden path. The giants storm toward the palace, roaring across the land. The kingdom trembles. The sky darkens. Humanity's last stand begins. Jack faces Fallon again. this time inside the castle walls. Fallon is huge, unstoppable, burning with ancient rage. Jack is small, just a farm boy with barely a weapon in his hand. But sometimes destiny favors the unlikely. Jack discovers the last magical bean. He knows what must be done. He throws it straight into Fallon's mouth, and instantly, the magic erupts. Fallon explodes upward, trapped in a violently growing beanstalk that crushes him from within. His body twists, the palace walls crack, and with a final shattering collapse, the giant leader falls forever. Leader gone, crown recovered, war ended. Jack returns as a hero, a boy transformed into legend. And Princess Isabelle? She sees in Jack the courage she always searched for. Their worlds join. Their story becomes history. And the beanstalk, once feared, once forgotten, becomes a reminder that even the smallest person can bring down the biggest giant.